Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and am proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Running a business is tough. Sometimes you need a little help.
Walter Bennett, President of First National Bank of Huntsville.
Your neighbors at First National Bank of Huntsville understand. We've helped thousands of local businesses stabilize cash flow, eliminate bottlenecks, and secure fresh resources for growth. It's what we do for over 130 years. Follow your dreams with First National Bank of Huntsville, where dreams come first.
First National Bank of Huntsville. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Come to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville and take advantage of our huge spring cleaning sales event. Hi, folks. Clint Mack with Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville. We have some amazing deals going on. Are you a Costco member? Take $1,000 off select vehicles with your Costco membership. Want a sporty Cadillac CT4? We have them in stock for immediate delivery starting at only $35,495. We have the XT4, the XT5, and the CT5 with financing starting at only 3.44% APR. Now is the time to save and take advantage of our spring cleaning and these amazing deals. Come to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville or visit us online at wiesnercadillac.com.
From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, this is the Lady Hornets Softball pregame show. Let's go down to the diamond and join the voice of Huntsville Lady Hornets Softball, Carlos Zimmermann.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here to just the north of Houston at Grand Oaks High School, home of the Grizzlies, for this matchup in the UIL 5A Regional Quarterfinals between the Huntsville Lady Hornets and the Dayton Lady Broncos, a pair of District 16 5A teams going at each other here tonight. Carlos Zimmermann here alongside of Luke Scott. Kendyll Morris will join us later on in the broadcast here this evening because she gets to do the PA here tonight.
I know.
So that's a really interesting fact right there, but we are glad to have you with us here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Luke, big win for the Lady Hornets, coming off of that 2-game sweep of Lucas Lovejoy in the area round, getting back to the third round for the second time in 3 years. It's a big one tonight for Huntsville.
Yeah, and how cool is it that the first year in the new districts, in the redistricting, you play a team in the third round that's in your district. You don't see that very often, and it's just a credit to how strong, this district was. And it's all you do is you credit the teams. But, what a round it was last time out against Lucas Lovejoy. Of course, the first game, kind of an easy game for the Lady Hornets, I would say. I mean, it looked pretty easy going there after really the third inning. They got the runs, then cruised on in that second game, and it was a struggle. It was an offensive struggle tonight. I don't think we're going to have that. The wind's blowing out, so a ball that gets up in the air, it's going to carry a little bit, and it's going to be a fun night. But it's I'm excited. I'm ready to get going.
Absolutely, I am as well, Luke. As we look at this matchup, of course, Huntsville and Dayton split the regular season series in district play. Huntsville winning the first game at Huntsville 8-6, and then Dayton really took it to Huntsville in the game in Dayton 8-1. So both of these teams have kind of taken the punches at them, because remember in that game again, in the Huntsville game, it was 7-0 before that big long rain delay. So that would definitely then change the trajectory for Dayton. But Huntsville was able to knock the teeth in once. So has Dayton. Who does that give an advantage to tonight?
I'm not really sure, and I think the team that won the last game, I think will have a little bit more confidence in Dayton. But if you know one thing about this Huntsville Lady Hornet team, they lack nothing in confidence. They are a very confident bunch. They know what they're capable of. They know the players and the caliber of team that they are, and the coaches. The coaches are really confident. We talked to head coach Morgan. She loves where her team is at right now. She likes how they've been playing in recent games. Good practices throughout the week. So this is it's a huge game night, game one. You want to win the game, but I think it's a toss-up for over at Favors. If anything, I would say Dayton because of recency bias. But it's really just a 50-50.
Absolutely. Luke, we'll step aside here and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have a chat with head coach Morgan Bryan ahead of tonight's matchup. Me and you were able to catch up with her before the ball game as the plate meeting is still ongoing down below us. Big one tonight. Winner of this series advances to the regional semifinals. For Dayton, it would be the first time in 5 years. For Huntsville, it would be the first time in 12 years. So a lot on the line here tonight, as we'll now talk to head coach Morgan Bryan.
Carlos Zimmermann and Luke Scott here with head coach Morgan Bryan ahead of tonight's matchup. Game number 1 of the regional quarterfinals between Huntsville and Dayton. Coach coming off of a very good series against Lovejoy, a blowout shutout in game 1, and then the nail biter and a weird wacky end in game 2, and it brings you here to the third round for the second time in 3 years. Your thoughts going into this?
Absolutely. We like to keep it interesting. We tend to do that the best as far as I know. They like to give me gray hairs, but no, looking for a good matchup with Dayton. They've done a great job of just being scrappy throughout the year and really putting together some timely hitting and just some great defensive plays, especially when we saw them the last time at home. So looking for a good series out of them and just having my kids prepped and doing the little things right.
Coach, how different is it seeing a district rival in the third round of the playoffs rather than another team in a different district? They've seen your lineup, they know your players, and you know their players. How different is that for the coaches and the team?
It's different in the fact that that's honestly never happened, but at the same time, I think it's a huge compliment for our district. 16-5A seems to be shown out. We have 2 teams that are battling it out in the regional quarterfinals, and that says a lot for the caliber of softball that we played throughout the year. So, I can't be mad at that. It is different to see somebody that you've seen 2 times, but it doesn't mean that you wouldn't have that in a series. So, we've got to prepare the same way and just kind of buckle down and look at those little things and be real nitpicky and make sure we're executing the way we need to.
Coach, looking at Dayton, of course, last time you played them, they kind of knocked your teeth in about a good bit, 8-1 in that matchup, just your 1 run coming from the long ball. How do you look to adjust offensively this evening?
But we knocked their teeth in at the beginning of that last game until we got that 5-hour delay. So, I see it as a good situation to be in. We know that they're going to come out and hit, just like we know that everybody in playoffs is here for a reason. We know that they're going to play great defense, and we expect that out of them. So just all in all, just trying to make sure that my kids stay focused at the job at hand and really don't over-stress anything, just kind of keeping it calm, playing cool and collected like we should be.
Coach, looking at the pitching matchup, of course, you got JJ throwing, and then on the other side, Maddie Alvarado for Dayton, who pitched very well last time against you. Just your thoughts on going into that with the really 2 good pitchers going at each other tonight in game 1.
Absolutely. Both of them have been pitching really well as far as in postseason is concerned. They're spotting their ball really well. So I look to see a really good pitching matchup, but at the same time, I look for my hitters to be calm and patient in the box and not press too terribly much and just trying to focus on little things and putting the ball in play.
All right, Coach, as always, keys to a big win. Obviously, you're in the third round, second time in 3 years, as I said, an opportunity to get back to the semifinals for the first time in 12 years for this program. So the first step is getting game 1. How do you do it?
Stay loose, stay focused, looking at the little things, making sure we execute at the plate, and just doing it the Huntsville way.
Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, me and Luke will continue to break down this matchup here between Dayton and Huntsville, 2 District 16-5A teams going at it here with a spot in the regional semifinals on the line. The Lady Hornets countdown to first pitch continues after this from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
The following is a KSAM Sports presentation on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to feel the sting. It's time once again for Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball. Let's head down to the diamond and join the voice of Lady Hornet Softball, Carlos Zimmermann.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you back here to just the north of Houston in Spring, Texas, in this matchup in the UIL 5A Regional Quarterfinals between the Huntsville Lady Hornets and the Dayton Lady Broncos. Carlos Zimmermann here. Alongside of me is my good friend and broadcast partner in Luke Scott. Kendall Morris will join us down in the dugout here throughout the ball game this evening as a third member of our crew. And Luke, we have got a doozy of a matchup. Two District 16 5A teams going at each other in this ball game. A spot in the fourth round of the UIL 5A playoffs is on the line. Your keys to get it done tonight for Huntsville.
Clean innings here early on for J.J. Duke. Last time it was an 8-1 thrashing for Dayton, so you really want some clean innings to work with here when you're pitching, and that's on Huntsville's, in the Huntsville side of things. And on the batting side, it's get runners on early, be threatening, and be aggressive on the great base pass. I think you can really run on this Dayton catcher, and I think this is a good opportunity for Huntsville to get some action here on early.
J.J. Duke will be the one to toe the slab for the Lady Hornets today, entering with a 2.32 ERA, 16-6 on the year. Fabi Candellari in to the opposite batter's box. The time is 6:24, and it's time once again for Huntsville Lady Hornets softball as J.J. Duke starts the regional quarterfinals with a strike on the outer half of the plate.
Good pitch right there. Settle in quickly and try to get an out here in the first batter. Be big for momentum.
0-1 to Candellari. That one just a bit outside that time, 1-1. Get the rest of that starting lineup for Dayton in a few moments, plus the defensive alignment for the Lady Hornets. Just getting started here, nobody out, nobody on. Here's the 1-1 on the way to Candellari. Candellari half swings, and it's off of her teammate there in the on-deck circle, Natalie Garcia, but it is the count 1-2. And Duke, like I said, 16-6 on the regular season. A no-hitter to her credit. 156 2/3 innings of work, 191 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts. Gives her 200 on the season. The 1-2 to Candellari. Half swing under the ground to the shortstop, Sanders. She's got it. Throw to first is low to Grant, but she, with another nice split, gets the first out of the night.
And big out right there. Not the best throw there from Sanders, but still a good effort in there by Hope Grant. Got the out, and 1 out, 2 down to go here in the top of the first.
Defensively, the Lady Hornets are lined up like this. Left to right in the outfield, Anna Rosenlund. Noelle Sandman, Riley Hammond. Around the horn on the infield. In the hot corner at third, Eris McHale. At short, Chloe Sanders. At second, Callie Klowinski. At first, Hope Grant. And the battery mate tonight for J.J. Duke, Katie Von Rosenberg. Here's Garcia. Swings at the first pitch, and that's a liner into right. Hammond in on it. She's got it for the second out. Folks, I know you're seeing something different tonight out there if you're watching on the video stream.
Oh, yeah.
2 cameras, that's right.
Got a new toy.
That's right. Houston Hardcastle doing the camera work for us behind the plate. Collin Neill, the voice of Hornets baseball, down the third base side. Getting the nice shots for you down low. With 2 out, here's Larissa Ramos. Takes ball 1 high. And let your friends know that we are on the air, folks. We're on a little bit early this evening as we got the first pitch at 6:24. Let them know we are off and going as Ramos pops this up, but it will clear the net and get out of play over there off to the right.
A lot taller net than last week, Carlos, that's for sure. About double the length.
Rest of the lineup for Dayton looks like this. Batting after Ramos will be number 8, Mika Anthony Connor. Batting 5th, Emma Pierce. 6th, Bella Barziza. 7th, Ariana Zuniga. 8th, Itzel Gonzalez. And 9th, Ava Harrell. The flex option and the pitcher tonight for Dayton is Maddie Alvarado. Ramos takes a pitch outside, 2-1. Luke, I've got probably the best vantage point tonight for home plate, at least on the linear side of things, inside and out. So we'll get a scout of home plate umpires. Strike zone this evening. 2-1 to Ramos. Inside, jammed her, and it's foul. 2-2.
Good pitch right there. Duke's really been firing here early. She's attacking the zone, and J.J. Duke's best when she's aggressive and she's attacking the strike zone and instead of being kind of defensive about it, she's going after him.
With 2 out, 2-2. On the ground, shortstop side. Sanders has it. Throw to first. In time, side retire. 1-2-3 go the Dayton Lady Broncos. The Lady Hornets will have an opportunity to get on the board first here in game number 1 of the 5A Regional Quarterfinals. Be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB2 Self Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB2 Self Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here. I travel a lot of miles up and down the highway playing country music, and it never fails. Wherever I go, I always see trucks from Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If I'm not on the road playing music, I'm out driving my Ford F-350 that I got from Bill Fick Ford. Take it from me. Stop by today, meet No Bull Bill, get your own No Bull deal. Then you'll understand why so many trucks on the road come from Bill Fick Ford. Shop them online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Oh, be sure to tell them Josh Ward sent you. We'll see you down the road.
We welcome you back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Carlos Zimmermann here. Alongside of me is Luke Scott. Kendyll Morris down in the dugout for us as we now get a look here at Maddie Alvarado, the starter tonight for the Dayton Lady Broncos. She got to the Lady Hornets last time out. The Lady Hornets hope to have made some adjustments as they'll deal with Alvarado. 3.71 ERA, 8-8 on the regular season for the fourth-place team out of District 16 5A, who's made a magical run through the postseason. There's strike number one to Anna Rosenlund to start the Lady Hornets half of the first.
And it's going to be interesting to see how these teams attack one another. I mean, very similar. They know each other top to bottom.
Alvarado shakes off one sign from Ariana Zuniga. Game set, 0-1. Rosenlund lays off ball one.
You know, they really got to know each other in that delay. Remember talking about it?
Yeah. And you know, it was a positive experience. They got
they got along.
They got along, and so it's kind of a new friendly rivalry, if you will, between these two teams out of 16 5A. 1-1 from Alvarado. Rosenlund chops it foul.
Is there such thing as a friendly rivalry?
I would argue there would be.
Not in the playoffs.
Maybe not in the playoffs. Leadoff batter for the Lady Hornets, having a solid season. Has really blossomed back in that leadoff role for the Lady Hornets. 1-2. Inside and high, 2-2. Dayton's lined up defensively like this, left to right in the outfield. Ava Harrell in center, Natalie Garcia in right, Itzel Gonzalez around the horn on the infield at third, Mika Anthony Connor at short, Fabi Candelaria at second base is Larissa Ramos at first, Bella Barziza, and doing the catching for Maddie Alvarado is Ariana Zuniga. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss on a pitch low. And the throw down? No, they're not going to have a throw down. Strikeout for Maddie Alvarado to start the ball game, and now Eris McHale will bat for the Lady Hornets. Rest of the Lady Hornets lineup looks like this. After McHale, it will be the pitcher tonight, J.J. Duke, as you've seen. Batting cleanup, the catcher, Katie Von Rosenberg. Batting fifth, playing at first base, Hope Grant. Batting sixth, and at short, Chloe Sanders. Batting seventh at second, Callie Klawinski at the 8th spot in the lineup. The designated player, Emily Zunker, and batting ninth, Noelle Sandman, the center fielder. Ball one inside to McHale. McHale had the one bright spot for the Lady Hornets in that 8-1 loss that you and I had the call for. Luke hit her first career high school home run. That was the lone run for the Lady Hornets that night in Dayton.
Out there over the left field, I remember, and it was a smoke one too. It hit the scoreboard. And she also had the two biggest at-bats last time out.
Was also very good in the by-district series against Mount Pleasant. Kale takes inside, 2-0 the count.
Yeah, you know what? She's probably sneakily been one of the better players. Probably she's a good player, but probably one of the best players throughout the playoffs, I would say.
She's been very solid, very consistent, and that's something the Lady Hornets have needed, is some consistency in that second spot in the lineup. 2-0 from Alvarado, in there for a strike.
And she had the one missed throw in the second round. Other than that, she's been great.
Justin Kring tuning in, saying Stingham Hornets, a must-win tonight. Thanks for tuning in, Justin. Again, have those comments keep flowing in, folks. We'd love to hear from y'all. Let us know where you're enjoying this ball game from down in the comments below. Bob Slide tuning in, saying, let's go, Lady Hornets. And, Bob, I just saw your lovely wife, Kim Slide, just walk in to the building here at Grand Oaks. Here's McHale's next pitch that she gets from Alvarado, and it fouled it away. Pat Hagerman also tuning in from Rockin' Roscoe tonight. And Chad Webb always tuning in from Center Point. Glad to have you guys with us this evening. 1 out, nobody on, no score. 2-2 to McHale. McHale swings into right field. Gonzalez giving chase, a diving grab. No, it drops foul and out of the glove of Gonzalez, so the at-bat will roll on.
Yeah, good effort made there by Gonzalez, just unable to come up with a tough ball, slicing to the right field.
Looking at the weather, 85 degrees here in the bottom of the first. Partly cloudy skies. The rain has stayed away. Weather will dip down to about 76 by the time this is over this evening. 2-2 to McHale. Low for ball 3. And Luke, we talked about it going in. The wind blowing left to right for the fielders, right to left for you folks watching from our perspective. 12 miles an hour out of the southeast.
Yeah, and it's going out too, so anything up in the air is going to carry a little bit. And it was stronger in the warm-ups. Now it's kind of more into a consistent breezes. Oh, nice play.
What a play by Anthony Connor to get McHale. Man, she couldn't have hit that any harder, did Harris, but a Gold Glover there in the hot corner. There's the second out.
And she made a couple of those last time when we were in Dayton. She was great over there. Anthony Connor, she's got a great glove on her there on third base.
The Lady Hornets are going to have to try and spread the field out. Try to go to some more of the weaker parts of the infield, but really Dayton doesn't really have a weak part of the infield. Here's J.J. Duke with 2 out and nobody on. Takes the first pitch well inside from Alvarado, and the count 1-0. Dayton comes into this ball game, again, the 4th place team out of District 16 5A. They took a 1-game playoff win over the winners of District 15 in Longview, and then they took care of North McKinney in a 1-game playoff to bring them to tonight. Duke swings, fouls it away. Good grab over there, head coach Andrew Moss for Dayton. But the throw could have been a little bit better. Duke trying to dig in here. She's seen her average dip down below 600. She's now batting .570. 10 home runs during the regular season, 46 RBIs.
Only .570.
Yeah. 1-1. Duke out in front of it. Fouls it away again. I should say during the regular season, Duke has launched the ball once during the postseason. That came in game 1 of the bi-district round against Mount Pleasant. She had a back-breaking home run against Porter in the tiebreaker game, basically the round 0 game to get Huntsville the 1 seed out of 16 5A. 1-2 from Alvarado, off speed, short hops the plate, 2-2. And folks, you're seeing it on the stream there, an absolute gorgeous facility here at Grand Oaks. Me and Luke got to do our little version of 95 feet. Checking out the field below us, 2-2. Duke out in front of another one. Would have been ball 3. But I like the fight.
There's J.J. Duke right there on your screen. She's been great. Throughout the rest of the postseason, she hasn't been the best batter, but she's been a great pitcher, and she's got the pop.
2-2 again. Duke to the shortstop side. Candelari's got it. Throw on the first side, retired. 1-2-3 go the Lady Hornets. So carbon copies between both the innings. So the pitchers getting a good start to the ball game this evening. So we'll step aside and take a break. Top of the second on the way. The middle of the order coming up for Dayton. Anthony Connor, Pierce, and Barziza when we come back.
Have you visited Double Dave's lately? If not, now is the time because we have something for the whole family. Bingo nights, princess nights, new game, there's something for everyone. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to check out our new daily discounts too. We can't wait to see you.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave's. They've got the pizza with that fresh made taste to put a smile on your face. Let's go to Double Dave's.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to spring here at Grand Oaks High School. Carlos Zimmermann alongside Luke Scott. Luke, before we get back to play here in the top of the second, let's thank some of our sponsors.
AB2 Self Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility. Affordable Plumbing Incorporated, family-owned and operated since year 2000, supporting Walker County and other surrounding counties, and of course, Bill Fick Ford. I drive a Ford. So many people drive Fords at KSAM. No bull, just great deals. Bill Fick Ford.
Here's Mika Anthony Connor to face J.J. Duke here in the top of the second, and the first offering from Duke runs outside, 1-0 the count. One thing Dayton was really good at in the matchup in Dayton during the regular season, home run ball was very kind to them. Anthony Connor did a lot of the small ball that night. Changeup from J.J. misses high, 2-0. Duke gets the sign from Von Rosenberg. 2-0 on the way. Swing and a miss by Anthony Connor. Rise ball got her, 2-1. Lady Hornets bringing them to tonight. A 2-game sweep of Mount Pleasant in the same night in Waxahachie, and then the 2-game sweep of Lucas Lovejoy. Perfect in the postseason so far. 2-1 to Anthony Connor. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Credit to J.J. Duke right there. Goes down in a whole 2-0 count and fought her way back now, 2-2.
Getting 2 swings of Anthony Connor to get it back even, and the 2-2 on the way. Called strike 3. First strikeout of the night for J.J. Duke. 1 down in the top of the second.
Nice pitch right there. And like I said, goes down 2-0 in the count and fires back 3 straight swings. And that's one way to get an out.
I'll turn it over to the designated player, Emma Pierce, for the Lady Broncos. JJ, like I said at the top of the broadcast, needs 9 strikeouts tonight, and they'll give her 200 on the year. She already eclipsed 400 career strikeouts earlier this year, and it was against these Lady Broncos as the first pitch in for a strike.
Say it again, 10 strikeouts? 10 more or 9 more?
She needs now she needs 8. She had needed 9 entering tonight,
Gotcha.
so now she needs 8.
Gotcha.
0-1 to Pierce. Little nubber on the ground, wicked spin. Duke plays it rather pedestrian-like, but she gets the out. 2 down. And that's like Anthony right there said on the crowd, my great pitch.
Yeah, caught her way out in front of that.
Way out in front of it, put a little spin on it. Nothing she could have done there did Pierce. And I'll turn it over now, Bella Barziza to the plate for the Lady Broncos.
Tell you what, beautiful day today. It's really, first day in the playoffs that we've had a gorgeous day?
Yeah.
Feels like it.
I mean, game 1 against Lovejoy wasn't the worst. We had some sun. Change up there from Duke misses, but the 2 games in Waxahachie each had a rain delay and a lightning delay in it. And then, of course, last week, the game 2 against Lovejoy, the 2-hour rain delay. I don't think we're going to deal with that tonight. 1-0, just outside 2-0. Both pitchers so far in this ball game, they have seemed to be locked in. Only 4 balls put in play by Dayton so far. 3 ground outs and a fly out. 1 strikeout for Duke. It came in this inning. 2-0. High ball 3. Now a green light situation here for Barziza. Estimate to the discipline for these Lady Broncos under the direction of head coach Andrew Moss. Assisted by Chelsea Tinkle and Savannah Cates. 3-0 to Barziza. There's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. No score here in spring as that one fouled back by Barziza, and the count is now full. Well, Luke, I would say we won't have to really stay as frosty as we did in Corsicana when it came to foul balls, but then again, you never know.
No, I think we're in the clear here, especially with the slant that we have in our windows.
Yep. Should be okay.
But you never know.
Payoff. Swing, and on the shallow outfield, it's going to drop for a base hit. Kind of in no man's land there for Anna Rosenlund and Noelle Sandman. First hit of the night for the Lady Broncos comes from Bella Barziza, a bloop single.
That's a big hit there for Dayton. First hit of the day, on the day for both teams. You know, in accountants for both. And
And Dayton's brought a very good crowd. Huntsville's brought a very good crowd. Just about 45-minute drives for each of these programs. Here's Ariana Zuniga, 7th in the order for the Lady Broncos, and she swings at the first pitch she sees. Might stay in play. Oh, it hit off the top of the net and caroms into the crowd. So an 0-1 count to start against Zuniga for Duke.
Just we were talking about it, Carlos. The ball going over the net. There you go, first pitch.
1 on, 2 out. Nobody on the board just yet for either side. Here's the 0-1. High, ball 1. You are tuning in from the Dayton side of things. We are glad to have you joining us as well. Here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, Carlos Zimmermann. Alongside of me is Luke Scott. Kendyll Morris. We'll talk to her coming up after this inning. Grounder to third base side. McHale over to Glovett. Throw to first to Grant in time, and that'll retire the side. So 1 hit for Dayton is stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the second, middle of the order. Coming up for the Lady Hornets when we come back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future. Just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me. Because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We welcome you back here to spring at Grand Oaks High School. No score here in Game 1 of the UIL 5A Regional Quarterfinals. Carlos Zimmermann. Alongside of me is Luke Scott here in this matchup between Huntsville and Dayton. Let's welcome in our third member of our crew, Kendyll Morris. Kendyll, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic. It's very, very dark in there. Dark and very hot. There's no breeze in the dugout, y'all.
Well, I hear you on that, but Kendyll, obviously, big game tonight for the Lady Hornets, all hands on deck. I mean, what's the feeling in the dugout so far after the first inning and a half?
They're actually pretty strong and excited in there. They're definitely finding their rhythm, with their chants. They got to get in their groove and their rhythm, and they're banging on the roof and finding trash cans and lights to bang on.
All right, there you go, Kendyll. Thank you very much. Down for us in the dugout. We'll get back to you throughout this ball game this evening as we got the middle of the order coming up here for the Lady Hornets. 4, 5, and 6. Katie Von Rosenberg will get us started. I want to remind you folks, you can follow Huntsville Softball on Twitter. Just search Huntsville SV on Twitter. You can also give us a follow on Twitter. Just search KSAM 1017. First offering from Alvarado the Von Rosenberg is across for a strike. Julian Casanova tuning in, saying, let's go, girls. Thanks for tuning in, Julian. And no, Julian, I did not stop at the place that you mentioned. I know I practically live there, but I did not stop there this evening. We had a lot of things to set up tonight. I mean, if you folks saw the hodgepodge of chords off here between me and Luke, it's something else. But got 2 camera angles for you tonight as Von Rosenberg takes ball 1.
Got a bird's nest right here. That's what they say.
Yep. Some would say a broadcaster's nightmare, but I call it a broadcaster's blessing just to be here.
A dream. Hey, we could be doing something worse.
Absolutely. We could be cheering on SFA. Von Rosenberg, hot shot down the line, but foul.
And that was an unwarranted shot right there.
Now, granted, I will say
I agree with you, though.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the folks in Nacogdoches with all the flooding that they're experiencing up there right now. Hopefully everyone is okay up there. Saw some footage earlier today. Just one of the rivers and creeks broke its bounds and started flooding Nacogdoches. So hope you guys are staying safe up there if you're up in the Nacogdoches area. 1-2 to Katie Von Rosenberg. Out in front of it, but that is going to be trouble and down for a base hit for Katie Von Rosenberg. So a bloop single for Dayton in the top of the second, and there's one for Huntsville to get their first hit of the night.
Yeah, Burger Queen does it again. Gets on base, and here comes the
courtesy runner.
Yeah, the courtesy runner and kind of Washington, but she's been playing great ball lately. She had a great defensive game behind the plate in the last round and on the board here early, getting a base hit.
Lady Hornets are short one player tonight, Valerie Cobb, who's normally that second player off for the courtesy runner. She is inactive this evening for undisclosed reasons. So you got Valerie Martin, Jazz Enriquez, and Katie Thorpe at your disposal for courtesy runners if need be. So while they get the pleasantries fixed on the field, here's Hope Grant.
I think we'll see one of those first two.
Yes. A lot of speed between Valerie Martin and Jazz Enriquez. Enriquez got a great bit of action in game 2 in place of Hope Grant, who was pulled after 1 inning, but she is back at it here, and she is now at the plate to face Alvarado. First offering. Grant lays down a bunt, and Alvarado almost misplayed it. The throw to first is in time, but the sacrifice is successful. So 1 down in the Huntsville half of the second, but the go-ahead run is now in scoring position at second for the freshman in Chloe Sanders.
You know, that's not the sexy play, if you will, but that's a good high percentage play, and that's what you got to play on in the playoffs. You got to play your percentages and hope it works out. Stick to the formula.
That'll bring up Chloe Sanders, who has just been an absolute great addition for the Lady Hornets in this lineup. A freshman batting .413 tonight, her 19th game of the season. With a go-ahead run in scoring position at second. That one runs inside on Sanders, nearly hits her, but the count is 1-0. Multi-sport athlete. When she doesn't have to play softball, she's doing AAU in basketball, part of the Lady Hornet basketball team that also got to the 3rd round during the postseason. 1-0. Strike 1. Of course, you got to mind Washington if you're Dayton on the base paths. 16 stolen bags during this season. 3rd on the team behind Rosenlund, who has 18. J.J. Duke's got 25.
And you got to think anything in the outfield
should plate her.
They're going to send her.
1-1. Sanders swings into the glove of Anthony Connor, the snow cone play, and that'll get the freshman for the second out. Another web gem there on the left side.
Yeah, she's automatic over there on the third base line. And Anthony Connor, probably the best player here for Dayton throughout the regular season into the postseason. She's been on fire.
So now it'll be up to Callie Klawinski to try and get the first run home for Huntsville. Trying to deal with Alvarado here. Only 1 strikeout for her so far. Callie, whose bat has slowed down a little bit. She had a hit in game 2 against Lucas Lovejoy, and she takes ball 1. One of the many juniors in this lineup for the Lady Hornets. Going to do some damage here in game 1. 2 out, 1 on at second, 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Good adjustment behind the plate there by Zuniga to catch the inner half of the plate.
Little frame job, are you saying?
Yeah, it was a good pitch, though.
Hey, talk about the support, though, for both of these teams. Everyone's coming out.
1-1. Klawinski out in front of it, but right to Anthony Connor. The gold glove at third. A little easier play that time, and that will retire the side. Lady Hornets strand a runner in scoring position at second. J.J. Duke back to the circle in the top of the 3rd to face the 8-9-1 for Dayton when we return on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Michael Murray with Murray Insurance and Financial Services. Our family agency has been representing the Huntsville and Walker County area since the 1930s. We can help you prepare for your future with your financial planning needs, along with the unexpected with life, health, long-term care, and disability insurance needs. Please give us a call at 1-800-695-LIFE. Our email is mike@murrayservices.net.
We welcome you back here to Grand Oaks High School, just off the Grand Parkway here in Spring. Carlos Zimmermann here alongside of me is Luke Scott. Kendyll Morris down in the dugout for us this evening. No score here in Game 1 of the UIL 5A Regional Quarterfinals. The Lady Hornets and the Lady Broncos bringing the pitching and the fielding so far in this ballgame. Luke, let's thank some of our wonderful sponsors who made this broadcast possible.
Double Dave's Pizza, slinging dough since 1984. First National Bank of Huntsville, deep roots, strong branches.
First offering is into Itzel Gonzalez for a strike.
And of course, can't forget about Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the what?
Bottom line.
Home of the bottom line.
Thank all of our wonderful sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible as Gonzalez fouls off another one. The count 0-2. More folks tuning in. Sonia Ramos tuning in from the Dayton side of things. Sonia, thank you for tuning in. Isel Tamale is a fan favorite of ours here at the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network tuning in. And our number one camera guy, Christian Cortez, tuning in as well. Houston Hardcastle will argue with me on that, but he is tuning in as well as Gonzalez fouls off yet another.
Gotta love it, though.
That's right. An 0-2 count here for J.J. Duke against Itzel Gonzalez. So here's the 0-2 on the way. Out in front of it and foul.
Woo.
Over the glove of McHale and just fouled on the third base side. That would have been an easily two-bagger for Itzel Gonzalez. Austin Taylor, QB1, tuning in, saying, let's go Hornets, trying to catch a dub here this evening. And his sister, former Lady Hornet All-Star second baseman Alexis Taylor, also tuning in, cheering on the Hornets tonight from back home in Huntsville. Another 0-2. Off speed, just got a piece of it, did Gonzalez. Was well out in front of it, caught just the top of the bat. In the Lady Hornets, only one hit surrendered so far. That was a bloop single for Bella Barziza. That is all Dayton has been able to muster. Another 0-2 to Gonzalez. Fouls yet another one off.
That's a good at-bat here for Gonzalez and Dayton. I mean, it's just fighting off pitches here of Duke. Only bad thing about that is it's still 0-2.
Duke readies, 0-2 again. Swing and a miss by Gonzalez. She wins the battle. Second strikeout of the night. First one swinging for JJ. And there's one down in the Dayton half of the third.
That's a big out right there. Good battle, and Huntsville came on top of that one. And that's what softball's all about. And that's what team sports is. It's individual battles that make up the grand war. And Huntsville right now is looking strong.
Again, keep those comments flowing in, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you already have commented, we would love to get your thoughts on the ball game as this game progresses. With one out, here's Ava Harrell. She takes ball one. One 0 to Harrell. Inside, but strike called. Luke, I must say, you've done a great job running the laptop for me this season.
I appreciate that, Carlos. It means the world to me.
Absolutely. We love to be here cheering on the Lady Hornets from the booth. A swing and a miss by Ava Harrell, 1-2.
And here at KSAM, we take pride in our work.
That's right. You're darn right we do. We're very, very thankful for all of you tuning in. You help make these broadcasts possible. Here's the 1-2 on the way to Harrell. Inside. But it's called ball two. And bottom of the order here for Dayton. Fabi Kendyll, top of the order, waits on deck. JJ toes the slab, and the 2-2 to Harrell. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for JJ Duke. 3 for her on the evening. 2 down in the top of the third.
Must I say, Carlos, I'm loving this multi-camera setup we got going. It gives the audience a better view of the individuals out here, especially with that second camera. And we still have our home plate view right here from Mr. Hardcastle. I'm loving this.
I love it. Something new we're going to be trying to introduce across the board, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Back to the top of the order. Fabi Kendyll, 0 for 1. She swings at the first pitch from Duke and fouls it off. Jalen Elliott, longtime Lady Hornet volleyball superstar, tuning in as well with us tonight, tearing on the Hornets from the Taylor's living room this evening, as well as Carly Dias cheering on the Broncos. Kendyll grounded out her first time to the shortstop Sanders. Here's the 0-1. called. Strike 2 on the outer half. JJ, 1 strike away from striking out the side. Currently sitting at 194 strikeouts on this season, needing 6 more to eclipse 200. 0-2 on the way to Kendyll. High, ball 1, good waste pitch. Huntsville will have the 8-9-1 come up in the bottom of the third. Emily Zunker, Noelle Sandman, and then back to the top to Anna Rosenlund. Straight up on the infield and the outfield, and the 1-2 again to Kendyll. Half swing, and it's well foul. That's the thing, the dynamic you get with the lefty slap hitters. It can really just go anywhere on the field. Half swing going left side, full swing going right.
Yeah, just poke it a little bit. That's all you got to do.
We've seen it many a time this year from both sides. 1-2 once more. Just got a piece of it. Again, game 1 tonight, game 2 tomorrow. Right back here at Grand Oaks at 6:30 p.m. and game 3, if necessary, here at Grand Oaks Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Another 1-2 from Duke. Popped up on the shallow outfield. Running in on it is Rosenlund, and she's got it for the third and final out. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Duke sends us to the bottom of the third inning. 8-9-1. Zunker, Sandman, and Rosenlund will bat when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal. Spring into a brand new 2023 Hyundai today. Get a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 500 Hyundai bonus cash. You want them? We got them. Get a 2023 Hyundai Tucson 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 750 Hyundai bonus cash. Get a real deal. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornet softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
We welcome you back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, as you get a look at the Huntsville crowd tonight. A great delegation coming in from just to the north of us. Carlos Zimmermann here alongside Luke Scott. 8-9-1 for the Lady Hornets to face Maddie Alvarado. And Emily Zunker gets us started, and she takes ball 1 outside. We're just past 7 o'clock here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. No score between Dayton and Huntsville in game number 1, as that is a foul tip by Zunker. The count 1-1. And Maddie Alvarado, she has pitched a very good game to open up here. 1 over the minimum, just like JJ is. 1 hit apiece to both of these teams. One on the way to Zunker. Outside, 2-1. Emily Zunker in the top of the 7th. In game number 2 against Lucas Lovejoy, the hit by pitch is what got things started for Huntsville.
Yep.
And she would score the go-ahead run in probably the most wild fashion I've ever seen. We'll talk about it in a minute as she takes ball 3. A ball that hit the front corner of home plate, rolled up the catcher of Lovejoy, and over the 20-foot backstop behind her.
An unbelievable turn of events there. And I don't know, there's not much to say about it. It was just a wacky moment.
I was speechless. There's strike 2, full count. Payoff pitch. Zunker up the middle off of Alvarado, but caromed right to Kendyll for the out.
Wow, and just a good turn of events there. We talked about Huntsville's good turn of events last time out. Right there, a nice bouncer off the pitcher, and shortstop there in Kendyll was right there to pick up the scraps.
So on the scorecard, that is a 1-6-3 putout because it touched the glove of Alvarado. That's something you don't see every day. One down in the Huntsville half of the third. Here's Noelle Sandman, one of the 4 seniors on this squad. She'll look at the first offering here from Alvarado and swing at it and fouled it away. Sandman off to Centenary following the conclusion of this playoff run for the Lady Hornets, and of course we hope that doesn't end anytime soon. Provided a very good bat at the bottom of the order. She's seen the top of the order this season. She's launched the ball over the fence twice this season. 0-1. Swing. And fouled it away again. You know, like I said at the top of the broadcast, Alvarado brings a lot of good off-speed to this ball game, so the Lady Hornets are going to have to adjust to that. They thrive on the fast, but not much from Alvarado in terms of speed. Alvarado comes set, 0-2. Up the middle, right back to Alvarado. And there's the second out. You know, the Lady Hornets, they're putting really good contact to the ball. A hot shot by McHale that was gloved. A snow cone by Anthony Connor. That carom you just saw, and then that one right there up the middle by Sandman. Normally, that's bounced a little higher. That's a base hit in the center. But Dayton's defense playing very good here in game 1. Back to the top of the order, Anna Rosenlund. Tonight she is 0 for 1, the lone strikeout for Alvarado in this game. First pitch, strike 1. Alvarado comes set, infield ready behind her. Takes a long pause, but here's the 0-1. High for ball 1. Part of the order for Dayton coming up, 2-3-4. Natalie Garcia, Larissa Ramos, and Mika Anthony Connor. That'll come up in the top of the 4th. Rosenlund batting just above 300 at 305, trying to do some damage here, and she lays off, but that is called strike 2 on the inner half.
Nice pitch by Alvarado. She kind of got a different release, I would say. Kind of a funky motion, but it is effective.
Rosenlund trying to avoid being another strikeout victim. She chops it on the ground, shortstop side. Candellari on a few hops, throw to first is in time. Bang, bang play there over at first base, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Lady Hornets on 3 groundouts. And that'll take us to the top of the 4th as we near the halfway point here in game number 1. Live from Grand Oaks High School. Be back shortly on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and am proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Back here in spring at Grand Oaks High School, top of the 4th in game 1 of the UIL 5A Regional Quarterfinals. I'm Carlos Zimmermann. Alongside of me is Luke Scott, and Kendall Morris down in the dugout for us. We'll talk to her in between the innings coming up here in just a little bit. A pitching duel so far in this ball game. Neither pitcher willing to give an edge. 1 hit surrendered to both sides. But now J.J. Duke is going to see a test here. Second time through the order. She got Candellari to end the top of the 3rd inning. Now she'll have to face the heart of the order. Garcia, Ramos, and Anthony Connor. Garcia's first pitch to her. Fouled away 0-1. She's 0 for 1, flied out against Duke in the top of the 1st.
Carlos, I've been pretty good on the predictions throughout this year. Tonight, I said it was going to be a high-scoring game, and
So
I'm
far, not the
I'm
case.
afraid we have the opposite.
It's going to be coming down to who breaks through first. The 0-1. Garcia takes strike 2. Both of these teams perfect in the postseason. Granted, Dayton has played 2 games. Huntsville's played 4. But neither team has given an edge. The other 2 in the district that made the playoffs, Porter. They lost in the area round to Melissa. Kingwood Park losing to Forney. 0-2. Fouled right back to the net. Houston have a bit of a crowd around him down there?
Yeah, one chump is moving around down there.
0-2. Up the middle and through. Base hit for Garcia.
That's a big base knock right there. Fighting on 0-2 count and got the base hit. A perfect leadoff hit right down the middle. No play to be made there for the infield.
So leadoff single, as you said, for Garcia. That'll turn it over to three-hole hitter Larissa Ramos. She had a home run off of J.J. Duke. Actually, excuse me, that was off of Hope Grant in the last matchup. First offering from Duke, well outside. 1-0. This is the thing for Duke here. You can't afford to just get rattled there in the circle. You got, sure, nobody out, but you have your good defense behind you. Got to be able to just lock in here, start getting them down bit by bit. 1-0. Outside again, 2-0. One on, 2-0 count, nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Dayton trying to get on the board first. Swing and a foul back, 2-1. Not the only game going on here at this facility. It's a 5-2 game over the baseball. If you look off to the right side here between Klein Oak and Grand Oaks, they're in the area round. Our good friend and broadcast colleague Jordan Smith has the call of that game right now. Two-1 to Ramos, fouled it back again. But Duke, after going down 2-0, is able to work it back to even. This is going to be a big strikeout if JJ can get it here with already one on, and double play depth on the infield. 2-2 to Ramos. Ramos fouls off another.
Yeah, this is definitely the most important at bat here for Dayton here tonight. You got a runner on first, no outs. This is probably the most important out for Huntsville too.
2-2. Popped up on the infield. Is it going to get out of play? It's going to stay in play for Hope Grant. One out.
That's a big out right there. Barely. I mean, that thing I was maybe, 6 inches away from hitting the netting and stayed in play. And Hope Grant right there, as you see on the screen, able to make a play.
Folks, we apologize on the ticker. I know it says Corsicana. I forgot to update that before we got underway here. That's the one thing I think I forgot today. There's a swing and a miss by Mika Anthony Connor, 0-1 the count. More folks tuning in. Katie Cleaver, good friend of ours, tuning in, wishing the Lady Hornets good luck. Also watching from the Taylor's living room. Dylan Carter tuning in as well. Thank you for tuning in as the 0-1 to Anthony Connor. She lays off for 1-1. Sally Dowis tuning in from the Mumford ISD ball fields. Talk about a field of dreams in the middle of nowhere. Might have to go check out
Mumford
and see it for myself. I believe that is where Lake Creek and Pflugerville are playing tonight, as that is fouled back by Anthony Connor, 1-2. Talk about a matchup in Region 1 and 3 that could happen tonight, or happen after the series. Barbers Hill is playing Friendswood, Lake Creek playing Pflugerville, and that's setting up for a Barbers Hill-Lake Creek matchup in the regional semis. That's just an all-star matchup. 1-2 to Anthony Connor inside. 2-2 as JJ didn't get the call. Priscilla Rodriguez also tuning in for us. Luke?
Hey, don't count out those Pflugerville Panthers. Now, that's right down the road from my hometown. They usually have a pretty good team down there, but Lake Creek, talk about a team.
2-2. Anthony Connor fouls that one off down the right field line. Good hustle there by the Lady Hornets, but it's well out of play. The Lady Hornets faced one of those teams that I mentioned earlier this year in Barbers Hill. That was one of our first broadcasts of the year. Only a 2-0 loss for the Lady Hornets against one of the highly touted teams, not only in the state, but in the country. JJ trying to win the battle here. 1-on-1 out, no score. 2-2. Anthony Connor on the ground and through to the right side. Riley Hammond will have a play at first, though, and they don't have her. That was so hard hit. Hammond was playing in. But a bang-bang play there at first. A great effort to try and get the rare 9-3 put out. But it's 2 on and 1 out for Dayton.
Yeah, that was a bang-bang play right there, and that was awfully close. I think it could easily be an out. I think Hammond got her.
They're going to talk it over here. 2 of our umpires here off to the right, and I think that was a very brief meeting, so they're going to call it safe. So 2 on and 1 out for Dayton here in the regional quarterfinals.
Oh, there's only 1 out, my bad.
1 out, yes, sir. Again, a great effort by Riley Hammond in right. Played that ball very well and had a chance to get Anthony Connor down the line, but Anthony Connor's speed just enough to get her there. Kendyll's telling us down in the dugout she had a very good look at it, maybe a tie. Here's Emma Pierce, the designated player. Strike 1 from Duke.
And that's a good way to shake off that base knock right there. Go right back to the strike zone and get an 0-1 count.
Pierce takes ball 1 high. You know, head coach Morgan Bryan has said it. J.J. Duke thrives in situations like this. High pressure. She's just able to lock in and just focus on the task at hand. Get the batter out. 1-1 to Pierce. Called strike 2 on the outer half. Trying to get a big strikeout here of Emma Pierce. Bella Barziza waits on deck. 1-2 on the way. Pierce lays off, 2-2. Pierce 0 for 1 tonight. Ground out to Duke her last time to the plate. That was in the second. And Dayton with traffic on the base paths with 1 out. No score, 2-2. Swing and a miss by Pierce. 2 down.
Oh, that was a nasty pitch, too. J.J. Duke put her on a dot right there, swinging. That was kind of a golf swing out there. Wrong sport, my friend.
So with 2 out and 2 on for Dayton, Bella Barziza to the plate for the Lady Broncos. JJ trying to work out of the jam. That strikeout, her 4th of the night, giving her 195 on this season. Needs 5 more for the 200, and Barziza swings the first pitch, and JJ starts ahead in the count 0-1. Again, that wind blowing a bit right to left across your radio dial as we're watching the Texas and American flags there in left. Ball can carry tonight. JJ going to try and limit the damage here for Dayton. With no score and 2 on. Here's the 0-1. Up the middle and through for a base hit, and that will bring home the first run of the ball game for the Lady Broncos. The throw will be to third, and it's bobbled by McHale, and that'll bring Anthony Connor to the plate. 2-0. Lady Broncos on a single, and advancing all the way over the third for the Lady Broncos in Barziza.
The runner got to third there off the bobble, and tough play to make there for Sandman, as that one should have been caught there, but
So 2-0 Dayton here in the top of the 4th inning, as they're the ones to strike first here against the Lady Hornets in game number 1. And now the 3rd run of the ball game. Stands over there at third. At the plate, Ariana Zuniga. She takes ball 1. Half swing fouled away. And JJ was just inches away from being able to get out of the jam. But a single for Barziza and an error by McHale at third. Zuniga takes ball 2. Zuniga tonight, she is 0 for 1, a ground out her last time. Here's the 2-1. Zuniga fouling it away again in the count 2-2. However, for the Lady Hornets, in the bottom half of the 4th, they do have the heart of the order. Eris McHale, J.J. Duke, and Katie Von Rosenberg to bat. 2-2 with 2 out. On the ground, third base side, McHale's got it. Throw on to first to Grant. Could not play it on a hop, and it's 3-0. And Zuniga will head on over to second, but she will be thrown out. So that is the third and final out. But we do have a quick stoppage of play there, as we did have a lot of contact on the first base side between Hope Grant and the runner in Zuniga. So this umpiring crew is going to converge. Are they going to call obstruction? It is obstruction called on Hope Grant, and the inning will continue. 3-0, Dayton.
Just not a great inning here with 2 outs, too, and 3 runs off 2 outs, and it's just pouring it on now for Dayton.
That'll be an error on Eris McHale, a low throw, didn't need to rush it. Now it will be up here to Itzel Gonzalez, another run in scoring position for the Lady Broncos at second, represented by Zuniga. First offering from J.J. Duke is across for a strike. So Huntsville's going to have to play here in game number 1 with their backs against the wall. 0-1, fouled back, 0-2. Gonzalez a strikeout against Duke last time. Half swing, but a called strike 3. So Duke ends it on a high note, but the damage has been done. Dayton, a 3-0 lead after 3 runs across here in the top of the 4th. The Lady Hornets will look to answer back in the bottom of the 4th when we return here on the Hornet Nation
Zimmermann
Broadcast Network.
Come to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville and take advantage of our huge spring cleaning sales event. Hi, folks. Clint Mack with Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville. We have some amazing deals going on. Are you a Costco member? Take $1,000 off select vehicles with your Costco membership. Want a sporty Cadillac CT4? We have them in stock for immediate delivery starting at only $35,495. We have the XT4, the XT5, and the CT5 with financing starting at only 3.44% APR. Now is the time to save and take advantage of our spring cleaning and these amazing deals. Come to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville or visit us online at wiesnercadillac.com.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and am proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. 3-0. Dayton has the lead here in game number 1 of the UIL 5A Regional Quarterfinals. Heart of the order up here for the Lady Hornets, though, Eris McHale. And a rather tough inning there defensively. Will try to do some damage with her bat. J.J. Duke will follow her. Alvarado's first offering across, but misses high for a ball. I want to remind you, tonight's broadcast presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, because everybody deserves to be remembered. Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust, and our friends at Wiesner Hyundai of Conroe, where you buy for less. McHale calls time. Again, 3 across for Dayton. 2 of them unearned runs for the Lady Hornets on a couple of errors, where they've been so good all year long defensively, as there's a 2-0 count.
Yeah, got to credit Dayton on the tough base hits and coming in when they had to, and a couple of errors hurt you, but still plenty of ball left to be played.
2-0 to McHale. McHale swings. That's going to get down in left center for a base hit. A good start for the Lady Hornets in the bottom of the 4th as Eris McHale owns up for the pair of errors.
Yeah, right there, just as you say it, I was about to say the exact same thing. Has a couple of tough plays made in the top of the inning, and there you go. Responds, trying to get a courtesy runner here now, looks like for Eris.
So McHale will come out. Running for her, the sophomore Valerie Martin. So that'll bring J.J. Duke to the plate to face Maddie Alvarado. Now with the Lady Hornets with a runner on, you have got to find a way to bring runs across and put some pressure back on the Lady Broncos. J.J. Duke has had a thrill for the dramatic and many points up this season. Alvarado comes set, first offering. Duke swings at a ball that would have been ball one, but she's chomping at the bit to get some hits.
You know, Duke's swing at the first pitch feels like every time, and she's way early on it. She's way early on it. I mean, that thing was in the dugout.
He was swinging for the fences, too. Got to just be able to find a way to get on. Maybe get Martin over the third as well. Here's the 0-1. Duke swings, but fly into right center. Underneath of it is Garcia for the first out. The one down in the Huntsville half of the fourth turns it over to Katie von Rosenberg. Rosenberg, she's 1 for 1 tonight, had a bloop single, got the first hit of the night for the Lady Hornets. Delanise Taylor tuning in, cheering on the Lady Hornets tonight. Thank you for tuning in, as well as Cassandra Casas cheering on the Lady Broncos. Von Rosenberg chops on the ground, second base side. Gonna be a tough play. No one's really there, but Barziza does get to the bag in time. Martin trying to swipe third, but she is gonna be out. And that'll clear the bottom of the fourth for the Lady Hornets, and that'll send us to the top of the fifth. J.J. Duke back to work to try and stifle Dayton. But that's a backbreaker right there for the Lady Hornets. We'll step aside and take a break. Be back after this.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future. Just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blazed the trail for me. Because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We go to the top of the fifth, over to our third member of our team, Kendyll Morris, for an update.
You know, the girls are doing a really good job on trying to fix the issues that are going on, but head coach Morgan is doing a great job in the circle. When they're coming off, she's pointing out what's going on and encouraging them. And they're coming into the dugout, and they're obviously a little down considering the errors that happened in that last inning, but I think Morgan's going to do a really good job on getting their mindset right for this inning.
Thank you very much, Kendyll, for us down in the dugout. We're into the top of the fifth after the Lady Hornets are snuffed out of a chance to try and close that lead for Dayton that they set in the top of the fourth on what is ultimately, I believe, going to be a 4-3-5 double play. Here is Ava Harrell for the Lady Broncos. 9-1-2 for Dayton. She's behind in the count, 0-2. To Harrell. Off speed, just misses outside. 1-2.
She almost went there. Good pitch. Good layoff, though.
In the top of the order for Dayton coming up, Fabi Candelari, and then Natalie Garcia, who got things started for Dayton in the fourth. Here's the 1-2 to Harrell. Fouls it off. And Dayton getting those runs, 2 of them via errors by the Lady Hornets. That first run on a base hit by Bella Barziza into right center. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3 in her half. Another strikeout for J.J. Duke. That gives her 6 on the night to put her at 197 on the year. Obviously, though, she would love it to still be 0-0 and not worrying about where she's at on the strikeouts right now. But the Lady Hornets can try and keep the defensive foot on the gas pedal and try and get it back to your offense in the bottom half of the inning.
One thing I'm noticing out here in the outfield, Huntsville's outfield, especially Sandman's playing way deeper than the Dayton side.
A liner to McHale in time, or actually just right into the glove of McHale for the second out. That's a big one there for Eris McHale, especially a confidence boost after the 2 errors in the last inning. Sorry to cut you off there.
Nah, you're all right. I'm just saying. Especially in center field. Rosalind and Hammond out there playing pretty similar to where Dayton is, but Salmon is way far back.
With 2 out, here's Natalie Garcia. 1 for 2. And she swings, hits that in the air to center. Sandman on the run. She's got it. Not deep enough for her, as that'll retire the side. Here in the top of the 5th, a very quick inning for Huntsville to get the offense back up as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Lady Hornets will have the 5, 6, and 7 when we return here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
From all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal. Spring into a brand new 2023 Hyundai today. Get a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 500 Hyundai bonus cash. You want them? We got them. Get a 2023 Hyundai Tucson 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 750 Hyundai bonus cash. Get a real deal. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Welcome back here to spring as the sun sets off to our left here at Grand Oaks High School. Carlos Zimmermann and Luke Scott. Kendall Morris as well down in the dugout for us here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, as Hope Grant, Chloe Sanders, and Callie Klawinski will try to do some damage against Dayton here in the bottom of the 5th. A critical point in the game here for the Lady Hornets, down 3-0 after a rather struggling top half of the 4th defensively for the Lady Hornets. Luke, let's thank some of our sponsors who made this broadcast possible.
Of course, Murray Insurance, a financial services and agency you can trust, and Wiesner Hyundai Conroe, where you buy for less.
Grant tonight, 0 for 1, had a sacrifice her first time, and she swings at the first pitch in the air to center. Garcia giving chase, and it's over her head, in for a base hit. Hope Grant will try to stretch it to a 2, and she will. Leadoff double for Hope Grant. Welcome back.
Woo, big double right there, and Hope Grant playing a little risky now with the slide and deciding to stand up.
An update from the other end of the bracket here in Region 2. The winner of this series will face the winner of Frisco Lone Star and Frisco Reedy. Lone Star leads Reedy 3-0 in the top of the 6th of their game number 1.
And Lone Star was the winner of their district, I believe, right?
Oh, yes. No. Lone Star was the runner-up. Reedy was 3rd out of theirs.
Oh.
Chloe Sanders, the freshman for the Lady Hornets, takes strike 1. Again, if you're Huntsville, you've got your first run of the ball game in scoring position at second. You don't lift Grant for a more speedy runner out of the dugout. Yo, 1 to Sanders. High for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't know if Coach Bryan sent Hammond to, or I'm not Hammond,
Martin.
Valerie Martin, yeah, from 2nd to 3rd. I don't know if she sent her.
I think that was just a choice on her own. 1-1. Sanders, a little number in the left. Could be trouble, but it'll hang up there in left for Ava Harrell for the first out. So now it'll be up to Callie Klawinski to try and get her home. Again, you don't really need to try and tie the game in this inning. I mean, you'd love to and to be able to get a lead, but if you're the Lady Hornets, find a way to just get at least 1. Get 2 runs across. Chip away.
Get on the board.
Here's Callie Klawinski, 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch from Alvarado. Low for a ball, 1-0. You know, one thing from the second game against Lovejoy, neither of the pitchers up to this point in the ballgame surrendered any walks. It was in the latter half of the ballgame that walks started to become a factor, especially for Lucas Lovejoy's Izzy Guariello. Here's the 1-0 to Klawinski. Klawinski is swing and a miss, 1-1. Hey, Coach Morgan Bryan saying, don't swing up. Swing straight. Time is called here by the catcher in Ariana Zuniga. Talk things over with Alvarado. And Hope Grant on after her leadoff double. Lewinsky trying to get her home in the first run across for Huntsville. Here's the 1-1. Called, strike 2 on the inner half. It looks like over our heads here, Grand Oaks baseball just wrapped up, and judging by the reaction, it looks like Klein Oak just took game 1. 1-2 to Klawinski. Half swing down the right field line, but foul. Just trying to poke it, find a way to get it down. Just about 4 feet to the right of the line. Lewinsky still trying to battle here in this at-bat against Alvarado. Alvarado, who's pitched a very good game tonight. Lady Hornets have been able to get to her. 3 hits on the evening. With 1 out, runner at second is Grant. And the 1-2. Lewinsky, a half swing. Anthony Connor plays it, but it's foul. If she played that maybe a second earlier, she would have had a chance to make a play, but man, Klawinski was fast down the line.
She was hustling and bustling down there, that's for sure.
It's really one of the first really bobbles that Anthony Connor has dealt with tonight, but I think she thought it was going to roll foul anyway. Lewinsky trying to stay alive here against Alvarado with 1 out. Down 3-0 in game 1. Another 1-2 from Alvarado. Klawinski fighting off.
If I was Huntsville right now, I'd want to get a courtesy runner on for Hope Grant and try to get Washington out there. Ideally, get there second if anything in the outfield would score.
The 1-2. Lewinsky fouled it away yet again. Trying to work it to that left side, but they got a gold glove there at third and Anthony Connor. Got to find a way to get Grant home in this inning, or else it's going to be really tough as you're sitting in the bottom of the order right now. Open stance for Klawinski, and the 1-2 on the way. Chops it on the ground, shortstop side. Pass! Candellari for a base hit! And that'll roll all the way into the outfield. Grant is going to be held up at third. Klawinski will hold up at second. It is a single for Callie Klawinski. Runners at third and second with 1 out for Emily Zunker.
That was a big hit right there. Klawinski had a big battle and finally got one to go through, and now runners on first and second.
Third and second.
I'm sorry, third and second and third with 1 out.
Wow.
Big base hit there for Klawinski.
And Candellari, I mean, I think she just lost sight of it because it looked like she was going to make the play. And
Hope Grant set the screen.
I think she did.
In hockey, you get in front of the goalie if the goalie can't see it. That was Hope Grant was kind of helping out Klawinski with the pitches and telling her where they were going to be.
First offering to Emily Zunker, misses for a ball, 1-0.
How big would a response be here if Zunker can maybe get something in the outfield right here into the gap?
The infield,
score 1, maybe 2.
The infield is playing nothing to the plate right now. So you got to find a way to the outfield to bring home 2. It's a 1-0 count, and the offering from Alvarado. Zunker chops it, but foul. Behind home plate. Wouldn't have scored the run if it stayed a little bit fair. So 1-1 now. Emily Zunker will move on to Angelina College, verbally committed there after her senior year next year. She's probably one of the biggest spots of her career right now. 1-1, runners at third and second for the Lady Hornets. She represents the tying run to Zunker. 1-1. Zunker swings into the outfield for a base hit, and it's going to keep rolling all the way to the wall. The Lady Hornets are back in it. 2 across on a 2 RBI double for Emily Zunker.
That's exactly what I just said. She's fired up over there on second base, got something in the gap. 2 runs scored. That's what I'm talking about.
And it was misplayed out there by Ava Harrell in left. That kept on rolling and rolling and rolling to bring home 2 for the Lady Hornets here in the bottom of the 5th, and they have fought their way back into the ball game here.
Come on now.
After a tumultuous top of the 4th inning.
The crowd is fired up too. It's a big 2-run RBI there. Just to see something get on the board here, and now you got a runner on second, 1 out. You're flipping over to the top of your lineup here soon, because now you got Sandman up to bat here in the 9-hole.
To try and tie the game.
You gotta like where you're at right now.
Long circle meeting here for head coach Andrew Moss. It's the Lady Hornets and the Lady Broncos doing battle here in game 1. After Dayton got 3 across in the top of the 4th, the Lady Hornets have fought back. A 2 RBI double for Emily Zunker, one of the biggest hits of the season for that young lady. And now Noelle Sandman.
And you couldn't have pictured a better hit there. I mean, that's what that slap lefty can do for you.
Sandman doesn't need to play hero here for the long ball. Just get it to the outfield. Zunker's fast. And you got this game tied here in game 1 of the regional quarterfinals. And she swings at the first pitch. A little number on the infield, and it's through! Emily Zunker will hold at third. And they'll put runners at the corners for the Lady Hornets with 1 out. And back to the top of the order, Anna Rosenlund. And now this Huntsville crowd finding stuff to cheer about. How about that, Luke? That is 4 hits in the inning for the Lady Hornets and doing it in some unorthodox ways.
Enter Sandman right there. Comes in the box, makes a play, gets a little base hit, and it's kind of a weird hit because it's kind of just right up the middle and no one was there. I mean, it was not the perfect hit, but you'll take it.
Emily had a better play on the ball than anybody else.
Sure did.
With 1 out, runners at the corners, Anna Rosenlund, top of the order for the Lady Hornets, 0 for 2 tonight.
And it came in at such an angle, and when it bounced, it didn't have much kickoff to it. I think Zunker, she did what she was told there at third base, and can't falter at that. I think she could have scored.
Now Rosenlund will dig in, tying run in scoring position at third. Here's the first pitch. Sandman, a big lead, and she's going to be able to swipe second on catcher's indifference.
That was just a fumble of the ball right there. Just got in her glove and just barely held on.
And this is huge now. The go-ahead run for the Lady Hornets now at second. It's an 0-1 count with 1 out. And the pitch. Rosenlund, right side, but foul. Good pick by Bo. But now Rosenlund behind in the count 0-2.
Tell you what, right now, anything out there in the right field would look nice.
The 0-2. Rosenlund fighting it off. And folks, if you're just tuning in, 2 runs across for the Lady Hornets here in the bottom of the 5th. And with 1 out, they're looking for more. A 2 RBI double by the young lady that stands at third, Emily Zunker. That brought home both Hope Grant and Callie Klawinski on some really good base hits. Now Rosenlund will dig back in here against Alvarado. Got to find a way to keep it going. The 0-2. Rosenlund continuing the battle. Rosenlund, like I said, she is 0 for 2 tonight. A ground out and a strikeout against Alvarado. Here's another 0-2. Rosenlund, a swing and a miss. So 2 down. Or is that a drop third strike?
It was a drop third strike.
It's a drop third strike. They threw to third to try and get Zunker, so Rosenlund is on and the bases are loaded.
With 2 outs, though, with 2 outs. Or no, with 1 out?
It's 1 out. It's 1 out.
That's right.
So now it's up to Eris McHale because it was a drop third strike.
Fart.
Maddie
that's huge.
That is massive for Huntsville right there. A drop third strike. So Rosenlund is struck out, but a miscue by Zuniga behind the plate.
And Zuniga thought Zunker, the battle of the Z's over there, with thought she was kind of shading over a little too much, try to catch her. It was a drop ball. First base was wide open, and Rosalind just walked on in there.
It completely slipped my mind too, so don't feel bad, Luke. So the bases are loaded. Eris McHale to the plate. Massive spot for the Lady Hornets. With the wind picking up in left, first offering. On the ground, third base side. The throw will be to the plate. McHale will be out at first. A double play turned by Dayton. The Lady Hornets, though, thought they were going to keep it going there, but it is a double play, 5-2-3. So Dayton is able to avoid giving up the lead, but the Lady Hornets are back in the ball game. 2 runs across in the bottom of the 5th. The Lady Hornets will try to hold them at bay. The top of the 6th when we return.
With Murray Insurance and Financial Services. Our family agency has been representing the Huntsville and Walker County area since the 1930s. We can help you prepare for your future with your financial planning needs, along with the unexpected with life, health, long-term care, and disability insurance needs. Please give us a call at 1-800-695-LIFE. Our email is mike@murrayservices.net.
Welcome you back to Dayton, or excuse me, not to Dayton, between Dayton and Huntsville here in spring at Grand Oaks High School. Carlos Zimmermann here as we're into the top of the 6th inning. 3, 4, and 5 for Dayton to the plate. Larissa Ramos, Mika Anthony Connor, and Emma Pierce. After J.J. Duke had a lot of rest there in between the innings, she will lead off in the bottom of the 6th with Huntsville down 3-2, getting 2 across in that bottom of the 5th. It's Noelle Sandman, the last player out of the dugout for the Lady Hornets. That'll reset everybody here on the infield. Huntsville back into this ball game on a 2 RBI double by Emily Zunker. 8th in the order for the Lady Hornets, and now they just got to hold Dayton at bay here and get it to your heart of the order in the bottom of the 6th. That one in the air to left center, right center. Sandman's going to have to play it on a hop. And that's a leadoff long single for
really
Larissa
long
Ramos.
single. Good throw there by Sandman in, and with the runner at first. This is the same part of the lineup that got the 3 runs. So.
But luckily for the Lady Hornets, you leave her at first. So now it'll turn it over to Mika Anthony Connor. Anthony Connor tonight singled on to the right side. Riley Hammond had a shot for a 9-3 putout, but was not able to get the call. Anthony Connor here against J.J. Duke. Fouls it back to the screen. So now you look at it. Kendyll's telling us there's a lot more energy down in the dugout now for the Lady Hornets after that last inning.
I'd hope so.
And then now if you're J.J., you know you lead things off in the bottom of the 6th to try and get your team in front before you go to the 7th. You got to lock in here and get these outs. She'll try to here, but Anthony Connor won't let her have an opportunity as it's fouled back. 0-2 the count. Again, one on here for the Lady Broncos, Larissa Ramos. A deep single to center that Sandman just couldn't get a beat on. 0-2 to Anthony Connor. Swings, hits that in the air to right center field. That's carrying well, and it's off the top of the wall. Caroms away from Sandman. That will bring home another run for Dayton. They get one back. It's 4-2.
It's Ramos and it's Anthony Connor that they just can't get him out. They just have not been able to get him out all night.
So the lead back to 2 now for the Lady Broncos. Emma Pierce will now bat for Dayton with nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Man, a barn burner here tonight in spring. Pierce, who struck out her last time. She is 0 for 2. She lays down a bunt. Man, that took a wicked hop. The play will only be to first. Sacrifice successful for Pierce, but the Lady Hornets do get the out. And Anthony Connor will scoot on over the third. And Dayton trying to swipe away game one from Huntsville. You got to give them credit. The fourth place team out of the district.
It's a great district. It's a top-notch district, one of the best in the state. That's for sure.
Here's Bella Barziza. She got Dayton on the board first in the top of the fourth, and with one out, takes ball one inside. You know, looking at Dayton, every year, save the COVID year, they have been the fourth place team out of their district and making it to the playoffs. 4 times in the by-district round that they got bounced, but 5 years ago in 2018, found a way to the regional semifinals as a fourth place team. Barziza fouls that one back, 1-1. Israel Valdemar Sr. tuning in as a Dayton fan. Thank you for tuning in, Israel, as well as David Chapman cheering on the Lady Hornets. Thank you all for tuning in as well. One across in this top of the 6th for Dayton. Getting one back out to the Lady Hornets, got 2 in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1. Inside, nearly hits Barziza, but did not touch her. 2-1. If I'm J.J. Duke here, got to find a way to get a strikeout with that runner at third. With Anthony Connor's speed and good heads-up base running, you got to be able to keep her from getting home, or else you're back to square one. 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Ariana Zuniga waits on deck for Dayton. In a 3-1 count, here's the pitch. High ball for a walk to Barziza. First of the night for J.J. Duke. So runners at the corners for Dayton with one out. Here is Ariana Zuniga, and it looks like there might be going courtesy runner here over at first. Judging by the motion here by head coach Andrew Moss, or nope, he's just giving the plays to the team here. So Barziza remains at first. After Huntsville was able to get 2 across in the bottom of the 5th to try and swing the momentum back their way, Dayton trying to reverse the course. Zuniga takes strike one. A single by Larissa Ramos in this inning, a double by Mika Anthony Connor, almost at the same spot. Brought home Ramos. Sacrificed by Pearson, then the walk to Barziza. Here's the 0-1. Zuniga into the glove of McHale, and the slap on Anthony Connor over at third. An unassisted double play for Eris McHale.
Oh, what a pick-me-up there for McHale. Made a couple errors when they scored 3 runs and just saved potentially another one with that catch, and then got the double play. Big play there for Eris.
Unbelievable. You said it. A big pick-me-up for her. One across for Dayton, but the Lady Hornets now got some momentum back into their bats with the heart of the order. The 3, 4, and 5 for Huntsville. We'll bat when we return.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here. I travel a lot of miles up and down the highway playing country music, and it never fails. Wherever I go, I always see trucks from Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If I'm not on the road playing music, I'm out driving my Ford F-350 that I got from Bill Fick Ford. Take it from me. Stop by today, meet No Bull Bill, get your own No Bull deal. Then you'll understand why so many trucks on the road come from Bill Fick Ford. Shop them online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Oh, be sure to tell them Josh Ward sent you. We'll see you down the road.
We welcome you back to spring. To the bottom of the 6th we go in Game 1 of the UIL 5A Regional Quarterfinals on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Alongside me is Luke Scott. Kendyll Morris down in the dugout for us. We'll talk to her as we go to the top of the 7th. We haven't had a chance to go down to her because there's been a lot of action down there on the field in this ballgame. Want to remind you folks, tonight's broadcast brought to you by AB2 Self Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility. Affordable Plumbing Incorporated, family owned and operated since 2000, supporting Walker County and other surrounding counties. And of course, Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just great deals. So like I said, going into the bottom half here, heart of the order for the Lady Hornets. J.J. Duke, will get things started against Maddie Alvarado. Von Rosenberg will follow her, and then it's over to Hope Grant. JJ has been offering at the first pitch every single time tonight against Alvarado. She swings at the first pitch here and fouls it back. 0 for 2 tonight is JJ. Ground out and a fly out against Dayton tonight. Duke trying to just settle in here. Trying to figure out Maddie Alvarado here, down 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Duke swings, but a fly ball into right. That'll hang up for Itzel Gonzalez. Actually, it'll be the second baseman, Ramos, who makes the play for the first out.
It's a big out there for Dayton to get Duke out early, and not much of a battle there for the pitcher in Alvarado.
Well, that'll bring up Katie Von Rosenberg. She is 1 for 2 tonight, a single and then grounded into a 4-3-5 double play. Got to find a way, if you're Huntsville, to get this game tied. As Von Rosenberg calls time. Von Rosenberg has gone yard twice, one the regular way, one the Little League way. And with 1 out and nobody on, down by 2, she swings at the first pitch, but she fouled it off her own leg. So the at-bat will get to continue. One in the on-deck circle who represents the tying run, Hope Grant. A very short outing in Game 2 where Huntsville was able to battle back and win it 2-1. To get them to tonight, she had the double to start things in the 5th for the Lady Hornets. Von Rosenberg's got to find a way to get her on. 2-1. Von Rosenberg into left center field and down for a base hit, and it'll roll all the way to the fence. Berger is cooking her way over to second base with a stand-up double.
A big double right there with 1 out. Now you got Hope Grant, who doubled out last time. They're trying to get her over now, so big hit there for the Berger Queen.
Kiana Washington on to courtesy run for Katie Von Rosenberg, and yep, here is Hope Grant with 1 out. She represents the tying run for the Lady Hornets. In the start of this ball game, Luke, we talked about it being a pitcher's duel, and now the offenses are starting to come to life on both sides. With 1 out, first offering to Grant. Grant swings, fly ball into right, but it's going to hang up there in foul ground. I think it will. Washington will have to hold up at second. So with 2 out, Washington remains, and Chloe Sanders will bat. As we got a couple of Dayton players down over there on the right side after going after that play, but it looks like everybody's okay. That's good to see. So now it'll be up to the freshman, Chloe Sanders. Sanders is 0 for 2 tonight, a ground out and a fly out. Now she represents the tying run for Huntsville.
Looks like Coach Bryan was irate over there, not getting Washington over here to third. And
Sanders can make up for it if she can get one to the outfield. Callie Klawinski waits on deck. That bottom of the order for the Lady Hornets lit up in that 5th inning to get Huntsville on the board. With 2 out, runner at second. Sanders lays off for ball 1. I think it'd be wise here for Chloe to just try and approach this at-bat a little more conservatively. I don't know if you really have to be aggressive until you have to be. If you're able to work out a walk, get set up, Callie.
A wild pitch right here would be huge for Huntsville.
1-0. Sanders through and past Anthony Connor for a base hit. 2 on and 2 out for Huntsville on Sanders' first hit of the night.
Another big hit right there. It holds Washington up to third. If Washington would have went on the sac fly last time out, that would have scored. It's all right.
Sanders keeps the inning alive for Huntsville. Here's Callie Klawinski, a single. Her last time to the plate, she's 1 for 2.
You got to get a run right here, just for momentum.
With 2 out runners at the corners. Klawinski nearly got tattooed. And it's 1-0.
And you got to stay in there for that one. You got to take that one up high. I'm sorry, maybe that's just me being a guy, but hey, you stand in there, stand your ground, and just take one off the bucket.
1-0 from Alvarado. In there for a strike, 1-1. Huntsville's got to find a way to get Washington home. Like you said, Luke, just need a run for some momentum to go to the 7th. Obviously, you'd love to continue to pour it on and find a way to tie it or even get in front. 1-1 to Callie Klawinski. Low for a ball, 2-1. Alec Klawinski, the junior, trying to do battle. 2-1 from Alvarado. Klawinski fouls it off. And now the count 2-2. Again, Von Rosenberg got on with the double. Washington replaced her. Chloe Sanders keeps the inning alive with a single. And can Callie Klawinski keep it going and turn it over to her friend and Emily Zunker, who got Huntsville on the board? 2-2 to Callie. Half swing, and it bounces away. Or did that hit her? Plates the run. And it's runners at second and first for the Lady Hornets. It's now 4. Nope, they're going to send her back. They're going to send her back.
It was a hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch. So now the bases are loaded for Emily Zunker. She got the 2 runs across in the bottom of the 5th. And now number 5, if she can just do it again, will tie this game. If that last at-bat was her biggest at-bat, now this one is. With 2 out, bases loaded. Zunker lays off for ball 1. If you're Dayton, that last at-bat to Klawinski did not go your way. Cannot afford to walk the bases loaded. But Zunker, one of the more well-disciplined hitters in this lineup for the Lady Hornets, 8th in the order. Here's the 1-0. Low for a ball, well picked as well by Zuniga behind the plate, 2-0. But Zunker doing a good job and waiting for her pitch. This is huge, huge for Huntsville. There's the 2-0 to Zunker. Takes a strike, 2-1. You know the old thing they say, once you get that first strike after seeing a couple of balls, now you're ready.
She saw her pitch now it's time to fire.
She does fire, but it's on the ground to Candellari. Bobbled it for a moment, but the throw to first is in time, and that'll retire the side. Huntsville leaves the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It remains 4-2 as we go to the top of the 7th. J.J. Duke will be called upon to try and limit the bats for Dayton to take us to the bottom of the 7th, where Huntsville will need 3 runs to try and win the ball game here tonight. Be back in a moment here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Running a business is tough. Sometimes you need a little help.
Walter Bennett, president of First National Bank of Huntsville.
Your neighbors at First National Bank of Huntsville understand. We've helped thousands of local businesses stabilize cash flow, eliminate bottlenecks, and secure fresh resources for growth. It's what we do for over 130 years. Follow your dreams with First National Bank of Huntsville, where dreams come first.
First National Bank of Huntsville, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back here to spring at Grand Oaks High School, home of the Grizzlies, 4-2. Dayton with the lead here in game number 1 of the UIL 5A regional quarterfinals. Carlos Zimmermann here alongside of me, Luke Scott. Kendyll Morris down in the dugout for us. We were going to try to go to her there between the innings, but we're into just high-pressure situations now. Huntsville got 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Dayton got 1 back in the top of the 6th, and now they find themselves in a rather rare position, at least to how it's been in this playoff so far.
And JJ's she's got to lock right in right now. She's got to check in and and really focusing and batten down the hatches right here.
Itzel Gonzalez to start things off for Dayton. Swings at the first pitch, fouled it away. Yeah, we want to thank all of you tuning in. If you're cheering on the Lady Broncos or the Lady Hornets tonight, thank you so much for joining us. We have hit over 150 live viewers tonight. Our biggest audience of the year, and why not, for quite a big game. The 0-1. Gonzalez swings, hits it in the air to right. Hammond running in on it. She calls off Klawinski. She makes the catch for the first out. If you're Huntsville, if you can get through this inning quick, you got the 9-1 in 2 for your team, and all you got to do is get one of them on to get it back around to your heart of your order.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Ava Harrell, 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out both times against JJ.
Hey, one swing of the bat can change a game.
Actually, one swing of the bat can change the world. It's a matter of Huntsville can figure it out. Got to get through 2 more outs here in this top half of the inning as Ava Harrell takes ball 1. Harrell, swing and a miss. Good friend and broadcast colleague Jordan Smith has now joined us up here in the booth. And judging by his body language, it looks like it was a tough loss for Grand Oaks tonight. Here's the 1-1. Harrell takes it outside 2-1. He gives me the thumbs up and says, yeah. Well, they have a chance to battle back in game 2 against Klein Oak. They'll have to go to Klein Oak coming up tomorrow. A big thank you to the folks here at Grand Oaks for setting us up tonight as Harrell pops it foul and behind the plate. Von Rosenberg not able to get after it, but it is a big strike number 2. Duke toes the rubber, and the 2-2 to Harrell. In the air to right center and down in front of Hammond for a base hit. And the 9-hole hitter getting on here for Dayton in Harrell. And now it's back to the top of the order with 1 out, Fabi Candellari.
JJ has been assessed a warning, as Kendyll has reported to us. She got assessed a warning for excessive movements while on the mound, so now that's just another one of those things in the back of the mind.
So with 1 out and 1 on here for Dayton, trying to get some insurance here for Maddie Alvarado. There's ball 1 low and outside. Candellari tonight, he's been able to set her down, 0 for 3. A line out to McHale, a fly out, and a ground out. 1-0 to Candellari. Swing and into the glove of Eris McHale. She's got another double play!
What a big out right there. 2 at pair of them actually for Eris McHale, making a play 2 times in a row now.
Woo. And she represents the winning run for Huntsville as we go to the bottom of the 7th. 2 to tie, 3 to win here in game 1 of the regional quarterfinals.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave. We've got the pizza with that fresh made taste to put a smile on your face. Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave. When you need a break, they got the right food, and it's a really great place.
Have you visited Double Dave's lately? If not, now is the time because we have something for the whole family. Bingo nights, princess nights, new game, there's something for everyone. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to check out our new daily discounts too. We can't wait to see you.
Let's go to Double Dave's, Double Dave. We've got the pizza with that fresh made taste to put a smile on your face. Let's go to Double Dave's.
We welcome you back here to Spring, the home of the Grizzlies at Grand Oaks High School. 4-2, Dayton leads here in game number 1 of the UIL 5A regional quarterfinals. The Huntsville Lady Hornets got 2 across in the bottom of the 5th, and that is all the offense they were able to muster. They got the bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th, could not score, and now we'll be up to Noelle Sandman, Anna Rosenlund, and Eris McHale, who despite her 2 errors tonight has owned up in a big way. 2 double plays tonight that she has been a part of, unassisted, and then the one there on the back end for Hope. Here is Noelle Sandman. She is 1 for 2. She swings at the first pitch, a little number on the infield, but a diving grab by Fabi Candellari for the first out.
That's a disappointing out right there for Huntsville. It's pretty similar to the last hit that Salmon actually had, and right there, good play made by the shortstop.
Just hung up a little bit too long. So now back to the top of the order for Huntsville. Anna Rosenlund, she's had a tough night tonight. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, but reached on a drop third strike her last time in the 5th. With 1 out, ball 1.
You know, and I suspect tomorrow this will be the same exact 2 pitchers we'll be seeing going at it tomorrow too. So
it's a matter of who has the advantage. Here's the 1-0. Rosenlund fights it. McCandellari, good glove. Throwing to first, 2. No! It's bobbled at first by Barziza!
Oh my goodness. That was the second out right there in the lap, and a blunder, which could really help out the Hornets, the Lady Hornets right now. Woo, Nelly.
That's an E3 on Bella Barziza. That's a big one. And so here's Eris McHale.
That's right. It was a good throw there from the shortstop. Just
couldn't glove it. And now McHale to the plate. 1 for 3 tonight. 2 big double plays defensively. She takes ball 1. J.J. Duke represents the winning run for the Lady Hornets in the on-deck circle.
Carlos, would you think maybe a steal here is in order?
It's risky. Zuniga's got a good arm behind the plate. And Candellari's playing shy over there to the second base bag. 1-0 with 1 out and 1 on. McHale to Anthony Connor, a good glove. They will throw it to second for 1, but that is all they can get.
And they can't get past Anthony Connor over there at third base, man. It's a magnet. It's an absolute magnet.
So with 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner at first, Eris McHale getting on the fielder's choice. And on a tough night for the leader of this team, 0 for 3, Game 1 rides in her hands. First offering from Alvarado. Duke swings past Anthony Connor for a base hit, and that'll be gloved by Harrell there in left, but J.J. Duke keeps the game alive for Huntsville on her first hit of the night.
That's a big base hit right there. Oh, man, it just couldn't come a little bit earlier, but you'll take it right now. And now here comes Von Rosenberg, who's been great tonight.
She's 2 for 3, a double and a single. And now she represents the winning run.
A chance to walk it off, too.
One swing changes the world. And she's done it once this year. With 2 out and 2 on, Huntsville trying to avoid being down in the hole, as that is up the middle and through for a base hit. McHale will be held up, and now they got everyone in a pickle here, but everyone's going to be safe. Now McHale's in trouble. They will have a play at the plate, and now she's out. And hang on, we're going to have a conversation here. Dustin McCoy, our home plate umpire, is going to bring the umpires in here. McHale came to the plate. Hang on, folks, we're not done yet.
I think she's saying that they didn't give her the line.
Didn't give her the line. And this is going to be a monumental call.
I'm afraid, Carlos, I think this one's just going to stand, I think
so, too. Head coach Morgan Bryan just pleading her case here to try and keep this game alive and not be down in the hole 1-0.
And JJ thought McHale was going to go and instead was held up at third. And then JJ was kind of caught, which then prompted Eris McHale to go home. So that's kind of what started the confusion right there on the base pass. So JJ wanted Eris to go, but the coach held Eris up.
Long meeting here, probably one of the longest that we've ever been a part of.
I'm trying to get a bad lip reading in here, maybe.
Yeah. Again, This could change the game. It's either over or we keep playing on and McHale is granted the plate. And everyone on pins and needles right now to find out how this one's going to finish or if we're going to keep on playing,
Man,
folks.
they're talking this long, and they might be overturning this.
Yeah. That would, and if they overturn this here, this Dayton crowd's going to become irate, and I'm sure the ones on the FM side as well. Hope Grant's going to walk to the plate as if she's going to come to bat. They have not broken this huddle yet, folks. Again, right now, the call on the field is the third and final out of the ball game on Eris McHale running to the plate to try and get the third run home for Huntsville.
And you got to give the base runner their line to the bag, and
the catcher Zuniga didn't.
Yeah, the catcher, she didn't.
And a
The question is, was it on the throw? You know, what was it before, after? That's the real question.
I mean, Zuniga was well up that line.
She was.
And she is out. They stick with the call. And game one will go to Dayton. They win it tonight 4-2, and that'll send us to game 2 tomorrow. So Dayton swipes one away from Huntsville on some really good hitting tonight in the middle innings, and now it'll be up to the Lady Hornets tomorrow night to try and stave off elimination in game number 2 right here again here in Grand Oaks. We're going to step aside and take a break. Me and Luke will be here to wrap things up when we return here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville and take advantage of our huge spring cleaning sales event. Hi folks, Clint Mack with Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville. We have some amazing deals going on. Are you a Costco member? Take $1,000 off select vehicles with your Costco membership. Want a sporty Cadillac CT4? We have them in stock for immediate delivery starting at only $35,495. We have the XT4, the XT5, and the CT5 with financing starting at only 3.44% APR. Now is the time to save and take advantage of our spring cleaning and these amazing deals. Come to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville or visit us online at wiesnercadillac.com.
Hey, y'all.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornet softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets! AB2 Self Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB2 Self Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Murray with Murray Insurance and Financial Services. Our family agency has been representing the Huntsville and Walker County area since the 1930s. We can help you prepare for your future with your financial planning needs, along with the unexpected with life, health, long-term care, and disability insurance needs. Please give us a call at 1-800-695-LIFE. Our email is mike@murrayservices.net.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and am proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal? Spring into a brand new 2023 Hyundai today. Get a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 500 Hyundai bonus cash. You want them? We got them. Get a 2023 Hyundai Tucson 3.9 APR for 72 months, plus 750 Hyundai bonus cash. Get a real deal. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
The Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, welcomes you to the Huntsville Lady Hornets post-game wrap-up. For stats and analysis of tonight's game, let's go back to the diamond and join Carlos Zimmermann and head coach Morgan Bryan.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Tough loss for the Lady Hornets here in game number 1 of the UIL 5A Regional Quarterfinals. Dayton comes away with the win 4-2 over your Lady Hornets, and it was a great effort by Huntsville there down the stretch. Just some tough base work there in the last half of the inning that would end up doing Huntsville in here tonight. As we welcome you inside the broadcast booth here, Carlos Zimmermann and Luke Scott here. We're going to see if we're going to get to talk with head coach Morgan Bryan. We will see if we're going to be able to, so we'll just wait and see there. So, Luke, a tough one tonight for Huntsville. Lots of chances down the stretch of the ball game to try and get out in front or at least tie the game. Just couldn't close the deal.
I mean, it was the 5th, 6th, really 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th inning right there that you have chances. Really the 5th through the 7th, but, man, it was just a base runner's nightmare right there kind of throughout the night. A couple base running errors, and we haven't really seen that throughout this year, and you see it for the first time here in the playoffs, which is pretty rough. And that whole series of events right there, especially, I mean, yeah, JJ, who thought runner was going to go. Eris decided no because Chief just followed what the coach said. But then it was just a panic stage. They get the ball back to second. Eris is halfway down the line. She has no choice but to go home. She goes home, and it was a cluster. I mean, it is what it is. Tough events as we'll try to go down to Kendyll right here.
Yeah, we're going to send it down to the field. Kendyll Morris is standing by with Coach Bryan. Once we get her here in just a second.
Oh, she's not even listening in right now.
She's trying to get situated down there. So while she gets situated, we'll get her here in just a second. I mean, that's partially on me. I told her we wouldn't talk here at the end, but we'll give her a chance here. Again, Huntsville falls tonight in game 1, 4-2. They will now be trying to stave off elimination tomorrow in game number 2 of this series with Dayton in front 1-0. All right, looks like Kendyll's ready. Let's send it to you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, gotcha.
I wasn't ready yet. All right, Coach. Obviously, first game had some issues. What were some of the things that you talked about in the circle we think will help?
I mean, it's just the same thing that we talked about. We knew that they would hit. They're a good hitting team. We knew that they would defense. I mean, their defense has been stellar the whole entire year. So at the end of the day, we can't have the errors that we had, and we just pressed a little bit too much in times that we didn't need to.
And what are some things you're going to talk about on the bus ride home and just in general small practice tomorrow before you come in tomorrow?
I mean, we're just going to refocus. It is what it is. You take a loss and you got to come back. You got to do it the hard way. So we're going to try and do it in 3.
Obviously, we still had some good hits and there was some really good base running. What do you think will help them with tomorrow with that?
I mean, it's just a refocus day. Again, like I said, I think we pressed in situations where we didn't need to press. I think we put the ball in play. Leaving 9 runners on base can't happen in a playoff game. You know, you don't win ball games when you leave that many runners on base. So, you know, at the end of the day, we really just got to focus on putting the ball in play and making sure that we're just running it out hard. And then, of course, on defense, just making those solid plays. You know, that's the first time I've seen my defense do that in a while. So, you know, it happens. We got beat by the better team tonight, but we'll be back.
Okay. And, of course, any shout-out you have for your family today?
Yeah, Jerry and them weren't allowed to make it today. They had some baseball, so hey to Jerry and fam, Adriana and them in the Metroplex, and then, of course, Kylie up in Maryland. They got a huge win today, so I hope they get another one tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. Back to you, Carlos.
Thank you very much, Kendyll, down in the dugout for us all night long with head coach Morgan Bryan. Again, a tough loss tonight for Huntsville, 4-2. And, I mean, yeah, those errors hurt Huntsville there in that top of the 4th inning, but Eris McHale, the one who committed those errors, man, she bounced back in a big way, and she's my pick for player of the game tonight with her defense.
She did. I mean, it's quite the story of events. I mean, she was kind of involved in every single critical event that happened with the errors, double plays on her part, and then the big hits, and also, you know, the base running miscue. It was she had a pretty good game, just a couple of errors right there, but That's why we play a 3-game series. That's why it's a series and not just a 1-gamer.
I mean, imagine if that was the one game tonight. I mean, that would have been it for Huntsville. So they get another opportunity.
That's awful.
Coming up tomorrow, game number 2. Me and Luke and Kendyll will have the call for that ball game. And now that game 3 it can become apparent, I do want to let you know, folks, that we're going to have some personnel changes in game number 3. Collin Neill, who was running the camera for us tonight, he will step into the play-by-play spot here with you, Luke, for Game 3 if it is going to happen, and we really do hope it's going to happen. I have a prior engagement with Sam Houston Bearcat Baseball, so I would not have the call for Game number 3, so I'm sorry I wasn't able to work that out for you folks, but still a big opportunity for Huntsville. They got to get it done tomorrow, though, Luke.
You have to, and it's a must-win game. It's playoffs, it's season on the line, game on the line, and you got to shoot your shot and try to figure this one out. I mean, that's 2 games in a row. You've dropped to Dayton. Now it's time to buckle in and take it down.
As we are going to get ready to wrap things up here tonight. Here in spring, a tough loss for the Lady Hornets, but they look to bounce back in game number 2 coming up tomorrow. Again, I want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors, AB2 Self Storage, Affordable Plumbing Incorporated, Bill Fick Ford, Double Dave's Pizza, First National Bank of Huntsville, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Wiesner Hyundai of Conroe, Murray Insurance and Financial Services, and Wiesner of Huntsville. Thank you very much for your support of Huntsville Lady Hornet Athletics. That'll do it for us here tonight. For the entire Hornet Nation Broadcast Network crew, Collin, Neill, Houston, Hardcastle, Kendyll Morris, and my broadcast partner Luke Scott. I'm Carlos Zimmermann. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for game number 2. Huntsville will look to even the series at 1 game apiece. Right back here at the home of the Grizzlies at Grand Oaks High School. Friends, have a great rest of your Thursday evening, and we will see you back here tomorrow. As always, friends, have a pleasant tomorrow, and on the count of 3, my friend, as always, 1, 2, 3, Sting 'em Hornets. Good night, God bless, and so long from just to the north of Houston in spring.
This has been a presentation of Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. No portion of this broadcast may be used or transmitted in any other form without the express written consent of Huntsville High School Athletics, our broadcast partners, and 101.7 KSAM. Thank you for watching, and Sting 'em Hornets.